Necessary repairs task, stage 1 in Unterfeld, Austria. Hello everybody and welcome to another exciting episode of SnowRunner here at Overfed Gaming. I am the Overfed. Today we are doing the necessary repairs task, which comes in 2 stages. It's part of the Ackerland Dorf Administration contract, where we go to the commercial warehouse right here in Foothills. Here we pick up 3 pallets of fuel and we deliver them to the farm in Unterfeld. Now we've already picked up 2 and delivered them, so we've only got 1 more to go. That's why we only picked up 1. We're driving our Sleiter ST 833 Chimera. What an awesome truck to drive, just absolutely fantastic. If you get an opportunity to take this one out for a spin, do not hesitate. You won't be disappointed. Anyhow, we don't have very far to go. As we come around the corner here, I was going to go on the left hand side and then I changed my mind. It looked a little bit too muddy, so I thought I'd go to the right hand side, and I do believe I made the right choice. It seemed a little bit easier on this side. Now we're not too far away from the tunnel, as you can see the tunnel markers on the screen. And then once we get to Unterfeld, the farm is not too far away. So as we're climbing up out of this little muddy area, getting up to the main road here, and we just hang a tight right, and the tunnel is just up the road. Now this first part of the task, this first stage, is fairly easy, but the second part, we got to deliver a bunch more cargo, and we'll find out about that when we get there. And we are back in Unterfeld. Now we are at the very north end of the map, and on this particular road, down a little ways, we had cleared a couple of rock slides, opening this whole road up, which kind of really helps us out trying to get from one place to the other. But we don't need to use it for very long right now, because we got to take a 4-wheel drive route on the right hand side up ahead here. But no fear, the Chimera's got some of the biggest tires in the game. It's got lots of power, more than enough fuel to get to the farm, and we should be okay, hopefully. Now you never know what's going to happen. You do have to be careful. I've been through this area a few times, and I've made a couple of mistakes here that every once in a while I repeat them, you know, but then you forget where you've been because you do so many different tasks. But anyhow, I saved myself in time. I'll let you know when we get to those mistakes as we're climbing up out of another little hole. And you got to be careful. I kind of ran into the rock there a little bit, trying to avoid that. And we didn't take no damage. It's just another thing with the Chimera. He can take quite a bit of pounding before he gets any damage. So it's a really good truck to use if you have it. I mean, you look at these little rocky areas and mud terrain, and he has no problems. You still got to go a little bit slower. There's one of the things I always keep forgetting, is there's a rock stump laying right, or a tree stump laying right across the track there, and I keep running into it. Well, hopefully we'll miss it the next time, I suppose. I probably could have taken that corner a little bit wider and avoided running over those rocks, but we'll try and remember all those fine points for the next time we have to go through here. A little bit more of a swampy area, but this is all pretty easy going for the Chimera. The only time you're going to get into trouble is, as I showed you right there, it wasn't my intention. If you go too fast, you will bounce a little bit more with this truck, and you could flip them over, so just be careful when you when you go through areas like this where it seems pretty safe to go a little faster. Now when you get to this area, and it's easy to remember, there's a car down below there, and I believe there was an upgrade down there to be found. But anyhow, as you come out here, it looks like you should be just heading out straight. And I knew there was something wrong because I'd gone through here before, and there's a big drop off right there in front. It's a little hard to see until I get moving again. But that's twice I've almost driven down there, but I saved myself just in time. There again, a big shout out for going a little bit slower, I suppose. And as we're climbing up out of this here area, we are almost at the farm. Which is a good thing, because it looks like the sun is starting to go down and the day is almost done. So we'd like to get this job finished before the day is over. And here we're just gonna hang a tight right and drive along the side of the river. There's a little river that breaks up one side to the other. We're just gonna drive alongside of it, and up ahead on the right hand side is where the farm should be, I think. There it is. Absolutely awesome, made it. Well, this is stage 1, and I sure do hope you come back to watch stage 2. See what kind of a cutscene will be at the end, or what's going to happen. Anyhow, I enjoyed this video. I love these. Some of these short little runs are awesome, but like I said, it's part of a bigger one. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed the video and you come back for part 2. In the meantime, we've been delivering fuel to the farm in the necessary repairs task in a Chimera with me as your driver, the Unterfeld.